Hello and welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an empath, intuitive card reader, and a visionary as well. I'm here this evening to do the monthly general reading for the sign of Scorpio for the month of February 2018. So let's get right into your shuffle, shall we? What's in store for Scorpio for February? Oh boy. You guys always seem to have, I don't know, so I normally don't remember readings once the camera goes off. It's a vague memory. Scorpios, sometimes they kind of stick with you. They tend to get the repetitive cards. What was the vortex, and haunted by that for a while. I remember that. The lovers, haunted by that for a while. Let's have something nice. Let's have something good. Let's have a really great February for Scorpio. What do they need to know about their overall energy and just what it is they're going to be, what's going to be at play here for the month of February? Their finances and their wealth, and wealth in every corner of their life. Their hearth, their home, their love, their heart, their intimates. The challenges for February, and a message from Spirit as well. Going to cut and consult with Pendulum. As this deck stands are the top 5 cards, the cards that are meant for the spread for this general reading, for the sign of a Scorpio for the month February 2018 are the top 5 cards meant for Scorpio spread. Can I feel the kick, please? Come on. I mean, I'm getting a yes, but there's something that I feel when I know. I'm not feeling it. It's not saying no, it's saying yes, but I just want a little more enthusiasm from okay, there we go. Here it comes. Here it comes. There we go. Just the slight, almost like it did it begrudgingly. It just gave me a bit more juice, and it was like, there, that's all you're getting out of me right now. Let's get into it. All right. I've been all day trying to get around to this. I had a busy day. Overall energy, very nice, very innocent, very pure. Page of Wands, creativity. Your finances and, oh my God, no. I gotta learn to shut my mouth. A lot of times with me, for myself, I manifest without the intention of that. I just did it again. Just did it again. Don't you start showing up in every reading for the next 6 weeks. Good Lord. They're the lovers. Choices. Your hearth. No. That's twice in these monthly readings so far. This card has fallen in this spot. It is your hearth, your home, love, intimacy, romantic love, family love. The 3 of Swords and heartache. It's twice it's fallen into this position. Challenges for the month of February. Queen of Swords. Resilience. Somebody's going to go through a breakup. I can tell you that right now. That's not hard to see at all. Your challenge for February, Scorpio, is to try to hold on to some resilience in your pride. Your message from Spirit. Oh, I should just shut my mouth before a reading about what I'd like to say. So you got the 5 of Swords and it's conflict. This is your message from Spirit. Forewarned is forearmed. There's always that too. All right. Oh my goodness, the best card you got right here is the overall energy. So not all is hopeless and not all is lost. Creativity. Okay, for somebody, there's going to be, somebody's bringing you some form of work or some kind of a creative project. This is for somebody. Remember, it's a general reading. And this page is bringing you really, really good news. He's conveying some news that there's a project that's going to be coming your way. You may have to travel for this. This could be new work for somebody. Your creative juices are going to be needed for this project big time. This is not going to be a one-day thing. This is going to be somewhere you have to travel to, and then you're going to be there for a little bit, maybe several weeks, maybe to the end of the month. It's a whole 1 month project kind of a thing. I have no idea what that is. It's not coming. That's all I say. That's all I hear. And that's what I know. This could be in the creative field as well, of not the creative field, but the field of arts. This could have anything to do with writing a script, a book, a novella, a roast, you know, to dancing, acting, music, and even discovering your own talents is going to be highlighted. I'm feeling the heat off of that. There's something real good going on in there for somebody. I can see it. I feel it. I hear it. Writer's the one that jumps off the card at me. Writing a children's book. Okay. That's all that's coming forward here. That's what you're going to be doing. The creative fields are going to be highlighted for some of you. Okay, Scorpio through the month of February. The advice of the card, now's the time to express yourself. Beautiful. You know, be an open book. Say your piece. Give your opinion. Give your point of view. Don't hold back be logical, right? You see two people having a private conversation, you overhear it. That's not an invitation just because you overheard it to get in on it and throw your 2 cents in, like an echo from across the room. You know, that just use your common sense, right? But when the moments call for it, and somebody says, "What do you mean?" Tell them what you mean. Don't hold back, right? Your opinion, your expressions, your whatever are just as important as everybody else's. So why sit on that? Bring it out into the open. Keywords are messages and travel news. Communications are highlighted. As I said, new work for some as well. Expression, transition, and for some reason, the field of entertainment is going to be highlighted for some Scorpios. All right, now I shouldn't have said that flipping card. Oh my God. Your finances and your wealth. I've been emphasizing this lately too, that I don't mean just financial wealth. I mean wealth in other areas of your life. Things that matter. How wealthy are you in friends and family? How wealthy are you in support? This sort of thing. Ah, the lovers and choices. Good grief. Good grief, good grief. Okay, so somebody's has reached a certain turning point. There's two people. One's reached the point of no return, won't turn around and go back and try something new or change their mind. They want to keep forging forward from where they are. On the other hand, you've hit a turning point, Scorpio. This can mean a couple different things for different people. For one, the turning point is this is the line. This is where I draw the line. There's a line being drawn. And not being forced to do anything you want to do, not being made to go any further than you want to go. I've only come this far. I said I would come this far. I'm hearing there's nothing of value for me here. I'm not getting anything, and I've given this a big chance. I'm turning around, and I'm heading back, and I'm going to try this again in another way. Some of you as well, in the month of February, it's a funny month to be doing that. Most people, well, in this part of the world anyway, where it's winter, and February being the coldest, grayest, darkest month of all. You're looking at buying a home and moving for work. This is a big transition. It's going to make a difference in your finances, but you are looking at moving, and it's got to do with work and money is what the bottom line is here. For somebody, the choice isn't all that straightforward. You're a little hesitant to do that, to make a great big move. You'll get through it. Just be honest with yourself. For somebody else, we're looking at your relationship here. And here's the line, here's the turning point again coming through. When it comes to your intimate, romantic relationships, you hit the brick wall. You're either going to commit now to each other, and I mean commit in the deepest way, and then you're going to bond. The bond between you will grow. And I hear for somebody who's been together with somebody else for quite a while, but nobody ever used the word commitment. It never even hung in the air between you. But all of a sudden, it comes up. You both agree, almost like a business deal. But then a bond is born. Something special happens in there, where you're bonded together, and you're both very aware of this. And you know what? And you're not thinking, why didn't we do this a long time ago? Not at all. The timing was perfect. It was just meant to play out that way. So you'll either commit and bond, and if you don't, for other people, you're going to walk away. Too much time invested, and not getting out of it what you should be getting out of it. There could also be a new love coming into the picture for somebody. This will not be fly by night. This will develop into probably a serious relationship. The advice is to make the choices that you make during the month of February. Find financially partnering up, investing, anything like that. Long-term picture. The long-term goals, the big picture. Look at the big picture when you're making any financial decisions. Don't go in for the short-term gain, the instant fix. Instant fixes only fix things, what? For an instant. And then you're right back where you started from. You wasted your time. Somebody out there, Scorpio, you're a little on the fickle side. It doesn't take much to turn your head or gather your attention. You're easy to flatter. So don't be distracted by superficial, shallow people, flirts, people that aren't serious at all. People with no substance, try to steer clear from people like that. Don't be taken in by them either. Keywords are love, commitment, future plans, maturity, emotions, separation. Okay. Gives me the willies, the heebie-jeebies, that card. Not just your reading. I mean, it just, it brings some unfortunate things that maybe need to be paid attention to. That's all it is. It's not like an evil thing or anything like that. There's no such thing as evil is when it comes to the cards. They're just a tool to convey messages for the channeling that goes on from spirit. That's what it's all about in the universe. That's so weird. Anyway, the next card. And I've got 2 more readings to do after this before they're all done for the month. I wonder if this is going to show up in them too. 3 of Swords and heartache. And this hits close to home because it's all about your home. The people that are closest to you, people that you love, people you're in relationships with or related to. This is the Heartbreak card of tarot, unfortunately. This card brings about a transient change. Right off, right from breakup to the transition going on, and it skips over all the other stuff in between when you get to the other side. The other side, tarot and spirit, universe are telling you, you are going to heal from this. You're going to process what's gone on, and you're going to heal from this. Yeah, this card's usually related to, overall, it's like breakups and affairs. There seems to be some of that going on. I don't know if it's not even that cold of a winter. Why do you need more than one person to keep you warm? Anyway, or was it done to you? Were you an ice queen or king? But there is disappointment in some of, this is, remember now, it's general reading. This might affect 2, 3 people out of, depends what the big video is this month, put it that way. It could be over 20,000, people watching this video. It's not everybody, that's for sure. That would be, how terrible would that be? 20,000 people all breaking up at the same time. But it's just, there's going to be some of that going on in February. I don't know. February is the blue month of the year because people get so blue, sad, suicide rates are higher. It's just a great time before spring finally comes. And maybe that's what's affecting it. If people need a little more heat and a little more juice to get them through, I don't know what it is. I have no idea. It's not right. It's sad, really. Here's the thing, though. If somebody's going to be unfaithful to you or you're going to be unfaithful to somebody else, it's going to happen no matter what month. It could be the middle of July. It will happen. It's just so happens it's February that some of you are going to be going through these breakups. But you know what? They're saving you a whole lot of wasted time on them at this point. So be grateful you found out about this now, not another year from now, because when you're with somebody, it's an investment of your life, investment of your time. That's why we need to think real serious about committing to people, and not be so fly-by-night, like you've dated 3 times and you like each other so much, let's move in together after 3 dates. Normally that wouldn't work. Not that it hasn't in the past, I'm sure it has. Some people meet, they know right off, and they get married within a week, and 40 years later, they're still together and they're happy, but those are the odds, right? Just the odd ones. How often does that happen? But here's the thing, you're gonna see the truth, you're gonna know where you stand, exactly where you stand with somebody else, or they stand with you. And this card, if things get so bad, the stress is enough to make you ill. You'll suffer from anxiety, worry. It makes you physically ill, starts to affect you physically. You got to get a grip, okay? Those of you that you're going through this, get a grip and get a hold on things, all right? Allow yourself to feel the pain. I'm a strong proponent of that. You don't want to bury and not acknowledge this big, huge thing that's gone on and how it's affected you. And thinking you can just shut it down and shove it away and carry on. It's going to come out eventually. It's going to come out in different ways, and you won't like the way that comes out. In dreams, eating habits, sleeping habits, your other relationships, any future relationships. Deal with the pain that one person has done to you, or what you have done to somebody else, because this can go both ways is what I'm hearing here. You got some stuff to think about, Scorpio. That's what's coming through for you. It's not my personal opinion. I don't give my personal opinion. The advice of the card, though, so says tarot, see the truth. No, I didn't read that off the card. I said that, and there it is. Feel the pain. This has happened for a reason. Does that take the sting off a little bit? Knowing this was meant to be, this was meant to happen. And if something's meant to happen, it's for the good and the betterment of you in your life. We got to go through those rough spots to see the beauty, to get to the beauty. We've got to pay our dues. And you'll be paying them for some of you. Keywords are heartbreak, sorrow, betrayal, loss, affairs, breakup, and tears. Right in your home and your family, your heart sector. Wow. Okay, now your challenge as Queen of Swords. Of course, some of you are going to struggle with all of that. It's not going to be easy. It's easy for me to sit here and pass the messages through to you. I take no joy in that. And I say, maybe we'll be wrong. Right? Tarot's never wrong. I'll tell you that. Ever is tarot wrong. But no sex assigned, no gender assigned to this card in this reading today. This is your message from Spirit. Some of you are going to feel very defeated, very down. Some of you are giving up too easy. Go ahead, as I said, allow yourself to feel any pain that you're feeling. But you're more resilient than you think you are, and that's why she's shown up. You have to believe in yourself, all right? It's, you know, people are cruel to each other sometimes. They just are. So wrong. Some people are cold. Some people are self-centered. Some people just don't give a care about anybody but themselves. Some people, you can't give them enough. It's never enough. And that's the way the human race runs. But not everybody's like that. I truly believe those people are few and far between. You got unlucky. You just picked the lemon out of the group. All right? What you thought you had together, which you thought was perfect, was never there to begin with. There's the shocker for you. That's what you're gonna be questioning your own judgment, your own, wow, am I that stupid? You're gonna be feeling, and you're not stupid. It's the other person was really, really convincing and gave you a lot of promise, and you believed it. You're gonna be okay. All right? So I'm feeling the heat off this card here, and that's what I'm getting. You're going to be okay. You are more resilient than you believe you are. You're going to be fine. You're going to claw your way back. You'll be stronger for it. It's time for you to stop and start commanding a little more respect in your life. Stand your ground in anything that you're doing. Put your own interests first now. All right? This lesson's taught you a lot of insight. It made you a lot wiser. And you're going to be able to see the truth a lot easier now. You won't be so blinded next time. You'll know the real thing. You will. It's going to be a life lesson you're never going to forget. You'll get over it, but you'll never forget. You'll always carry it with you. That's a life lesson that is really transferable over and over and over again to be used in the future. This card overall shows strength of character, is the overall meaning for her. The advice of this card is to be prepared to make some very strong decisions, and you can do that. Absolutely. Or even respond to another woman that maybe make a final decision for you. Keywords are intelligence and independence, leadership, insight, intolerance, determination, and justice, making things right again. Making things right. Interesting. 3 swords in a row. A lot going on up here this month for you. I just heard changing your whole thought process and the way you think. 5 of Swords is your message from Spirit, and there's conflict here. Rough month for you, I would say. Just by the cards alone. Boy, there's a lot of stuff going on. I can sense the busyness. Oh, stuff weighing real heavy on your mind. Real heavy for some of you. Look out for run-ins and difference of opinions is your message from Spirit. All right? Don't be clashing. There could be clashing with other people. When this card shows up, it could represent that an argument is going to take place. Or some kind of a conflict. This is really intense. It's intense on an emotional level. It's going to really drain you. You're going to feel very, as the card says, to quote the card, battle worn. Battle worn. Nothing left to fight over. Nothing left to fight about. I just want to go on. Yeah. So so says Tarot, somebody that you've trusted has been very, very cruel. Behind your back. And it's going to wound your friendship or your partnership. Even ruin your romance, your romantic life. A lot of this is stemming from somebody from a place of power and jealousy. This card also shows communication problems within the families. Hurtful oppositions are being unfairly ignored, unfairly overruled. That's a horrible feeling. You feel like nobody's listening to you in a certain situation. And you find yourself asking yourself what the people involved in this. You're trying to put your 2 cents in what in your mind is common sense. It's all logical, and it's an answer to whatever's going on, and nobody's listening to you. And those that are poo-hooing, no, that won't work. No, that won't work. Don't talk so silly. That won't work. You're being unfairly overruled. You're not really being taken seriously. Here's the thing. And the ones that you think you have support from when it comes to a certain situation, I don't know what it is. I'm not getting that. It's the people you thought that would be on board with you that are, there's for and against. You're for, they're against, and you're kind of hurt by that. You always see yourself, I just heard like the 3 Musketeers, and you always stick together. You think the same way. You're always on the same wavelength. If now all of a sudden, I don't know why, but the word purple popped in there. What does that mean to whoever? I don't know what that is. Purple. But you're maybe purple with rage, pain, hurt. I don't know. But your feelings are going to be slighted. That's for sure. But the good side of this card is it brings everything out in the open. It needs to be out in the open. Needs to have the spotlight put on it. Needs to be shone on. Needs to be dealt with. That's what I hear. Things that you haven't wanted to deal with for some time are now to the point you have to deal with some things and take care of them. Your grace time has run out. It's time to straighten out a couple situations, straighten out a couple people, even. The advice of this card is to stand your ground. You don't have to respond in a really aggressive way, trying to be the bigger person, trying to be tough, mean, scary. You don't need to do all that. Just be assertive. Whoever's on the other side of that you're moving forward. You're doing this. You're saying, you're having your say. You're giving your opinion. This is the way you want things done. And you want to meet, you're still fair. You want to meet a middle ground with somebody else. I don't know. But you are going to be very assertive. You're not going to retreat and back down this time anymore. You're done with that. Your keywords are opposition, arguments, bullying, unfairness, but again, resilience, which is shown up twice in your reading. Okay? Now I didn't get my box ready. Oh, it's a crazy day. I'm going to pull an angel card for you to see if there's any messages what we have here. That's only going to take a second. You got resilience twice. I just hear that it's going to be a really bad time for somebody emotionally. A wake-up call, growing up overnight. Not everybody's out to hurt you. Just remember that. All right? Not everybody's out to hurt you. And if somebody doesn't love you the way you love them, don't beg them to stay and never leave you. Don't do that. Why would you want anyone to be with you unless they loved you? be with you because I feel sorry for you. You can't do that. That's bad for you. It's not just bad for the other person, it's bad for you. It really is bad for you. So, we want a nice message for Scorpio. Strange reading, Scorpio. Just a strange reading. Cutting. Is the top card, as this deck stands, the card that is meant for the angel message for the sign of Scorpio. I'm still in the Scorpio reading. Boys, oh boys, oh boys, oh boys, is that lazy the last 2 days? Come on. Is the top card the card meant for the general Scorpio reading? Is there a message in this card? Come on, slap it up there a bit. Is the top card the card meant for the Scorpio reading? Is this their message from the angels? Their angel message? There we go, finally, okay. All right, thank you. Okay, let's see what we have. That was a little embarrassing, it wouldn't work. The 5 of air again. Recurring cards are weird. Anyway, the 5 of air, an unwise choice. Learn what you can from this situation and review everybody's motives. I'll let you see the card, then I'll read from the book for you to give you the full meaning. Very pretty. All right. It was 5 of air, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. This situation hasn't worked out the way you had hoped. It kind of ties in with your reading. But you can try again. Your power lies not in how all the chips fall, but in how you handle yourself moving forward. You may now feel that the cost of this venture is too high. Carefully evaluate the way events have transpired in order to gain valuable lessons for your future. Someone in the situation isn't coming from a place of integrity. Boys, the desire to win is so strong that this individual will ignore others' needs. Review everyone's motives, including your own, and do what you can to foster a win-win resolution. Additional meanings of this card: unwise choices, a desire for revenge. There's the smitten heart. Thinking only of oneself and gloating. Okay. That was your reading, Scorpio. I'm not going to say another word. I'm going to dive right into the bye-byes. If you like this reading and like to have a private reading with me, I do offer that service. Information is found down below the video window. Just grab that information, ship me off an email. Also, we can also be found on Facebook under groups, Bay of Fundy Fortunes. Please join us there. It's full of like-minded people like myself and yourself. And it's a closed and private room, so you can feel safe and comfortable there. It's highly enlightening, it's highly educational, and a lot of times highly entertaining as well. We have fun sometimes. What was the other thing? Yes, thank you for all your likes, your comments, your shares. Straight up with that, thank you all very much for being here to begin with as we start this new year. Now we're into month number 2. Anyways, for those of you that are looking for me, if you don't find me here, you can find me down below walking along the water's edge that hold the highest, mightiest tides in the world, the beautiful Bay of Fundy. And anywhere you find me, I'm always going to have what? You're always going to catch me with one eye waiting on the next high tide. Peace in, so you can share that love out. I wish you all the very, very best in February and hope to see you back real soon. Best wishes to y'all. Bye.